Alright guys, welcome to my 35 subscriber special. You guys asked for it, here it is. We're going to learn how to use the dynamic zoom function in DaVinci Resolve. This function can add a lot to your filmmaking. To create this practically, you would need a really expensive dolly, but luckily DaVinci Resolve has a really easy to use function called dynamic zoom. This will mimic the push in or the creep out camera movement that we just learned about last week. DaVinci gives you the tools to fake this in a way. We can create a nice gradual push in or push out just with this simple effect. This can make a stagnant shot feel much stronger, and this can add to your storytelling a whole lot. Alright, first we're going to log on to Canvas. You're going to navigate to modules, scroll down to module 4. We're going to have dynamic zoom, DaVinci Resolve. We're going to click on download video assets here. This is going to take you to a folder on our shared drive, and there's a few clips right here from when Spartan Vision filmed the Stranger Things intro. So you can scroll through these clips, you can choose a couple different ones. I really like this shot. I'm going to download gettingoutofcar.mov. I'm going to hit download anyway. While that's downloading in the bottom left corner, I'm going to minimize this, right click on my desktop, hit new folder. We're going to name this dynamic zoom. I'm going to drop my video into my folder. And then we're going to open up DaVinci Resolve. Once DaVinci's open, I'm going to hit new project. I'm going to name this last name underscore DZ. Hit create. I'm going to navigate straight to the edit page, hit Control I on my keyboard, and I'm going to select my clip that's in my folder on my desktop. I am going to change the frame rate to match the clip, and then I'm just going to cut a small section of this clip. I'm going to mute the sound because we don't need it for this assignment. I'm going to go to about here, hit I on my keyboard, scroll forward till they're off screen, hit O on my keyboard, and then I'm just going to drag that onto my timeline. I'm just going to mute my whole audio track because we just don't need it. Then I can play my video and see what it's going to look like. So this was a tripod shot in the parking lot, as you can see. And adding this one effect called dynamic zoom is going to improve this shot a lot. So if you don't have it open, make sure you're in the edit page. Make sure you have your inspector open, top right. And if you want to get a better look at your video, you can choose this full screen video, just so there's one video that's right up here in the top right corner. So over here in inspector, you're going to find dynamic zoom. We're going to check this little red box. You're going to see right away it's zoomed in to my image. You guys can hear my dog walking in the background. So let's see what that did to the image. It's really nice. Sometimes you don't even need to touch it. That looked really good. We can swap the directions that it zooms. So if we scroll back after we hit swap, that'll swap it to go zooming in versus zooming out. And a really cool trick if you want to edit and get really fine in your adjustments, I like to go to this little drop down arrow, hit dynamic zoom, and then the green box is your start box, red is your end point or your end box. We can make this a little bit more subtle. So now that there's less space between the two boxes, we're going to have a little bit less movement. And we can click on this to highlight it or unhighlight it so that those boxes go away. We can see that just creates a little bit more of like a creep in. Very slow, really subtle, but it makes this shot look a lot better. You guys can play with the way it's applied. It can be linear, which means it's just going to be constant at a constant speed. You can ease it in, ease it out, ease in and out, and that's going to change just how the dynamic zoom happens. You can see at first it was still, and then it started to come in. Now it's moving, and now it's going to ease out and stop zooming in. Personally, I think most of the time, linear will do the trick. And then you're done. Really easy, really simple. DaVinci makes this so simple. Dynamic zoom makes this shot look like it was on a little dolly. Dollies can be extremely expensive. It's basically like a railroad track for your camera to slide on really slowly. Dynamic zoom does the same effect for a total of $0. Again, dynamic zoom is in the free version of DaVinci. Dynamic zoom can mean look a little closer. It can feel like it's isolating a character a little bit more. So once you're done with this shot and you're done following along, I want you to go back into Google Drive. I want you to download 4 more of these clips here. Remember to put them into your folder on your desktop and then go back into DaVinci. You can hit Control-I, import those clips from your folder on your desktop. So the timeline should have 5 clips. There should be no sound, so this can be muted. This little M right here on audio 1. And I just want to see that you're doing the dynamic zoom properly. I don't want it to be too fast. For example, if we made this box really small, this red box, and press play, I feel like this is too fast of a zoom. I think the dynamic zoom works best when it's really subtle and really slow. So I just want to see you guys apply that to a total of 5 videos, including this one that we did together. And then once you're done, you can hit deliver in the bottom right corner. We can go to file name. Just do last name _ DZ. We're going to hit browse and we're going to go to desktop, save it to our dynamic zoom folder. We're going to change format QuickTime to MP4. Make sure our frame rate, resolution is 1920 by 1080 and 23.976. And then we're going to hit add to render queue and then render all. And you can just submit that for a grade. Thanks for tuning in to my 35 subscribers special. And I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on them noties, all that jazz.